Okay, thank you very much, Thomas. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen from Germany, my dear Sebaxon colleagues and friends. Maybe some of you don't know me. My name is Axel, and I'm the owner of NAG in Germany. Today I have the honor and also the linguistic stress to me to be a chairman of this meeting, but I hope together we will manage it very well. This is our first session of EuroWorks Online in 2022. As Thomas mentioned, we had some problems to find presenters, but due to our personal engagement, we could persuade some people to share results and ideas today. Maybe if you have seen the program for today, the topic was sea bugs on field technology, water management, fertilization, pests and disease control. But we have today a bundle of bouquet of presentations addressing various topics, and we hope you find this of interest. So we have 6 presentations today, 2 from Poland, 1 from Iran, 1 from India, 1 from Latvia, and 1 from Germany. I would address to each speaker, please fit the schedule. You have 20 minutes time for presentation, and then we can discuss. I would like to remember you on our rules for this global meetings we have set in last year. I would ask you to switch off your mic during the presentations to avoid any, let's say, difficult sound conditions. And on the other side, also, if I respect your private sphere, but please switch on your camera, no matter what you are wearing at the moment or if you have a cat on your shoulder. But as humans, I like to see my communication partner. It's not nice to see gray or black screen. And further, as Thomas mentioned, this is not a TV show. You can request any questions in the chat or after the presentations online, raise your hand during the button, and then you can ask any questions you like. So we have a change in the order of our meeting because of personal time schedule of the presenters. And I would give the floor at first to Dr. Bartosz Skalski. Thomas, I haven't seen. Bartosz, you are here? Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah. I would give the floor to Dr. Bartosz Skalski. He is scientist of the Department of Medical Biotechnology of the Medical University in Łódź in Poland, and he will talk about the use of Cibaxone supplements in relation to cardiovascular disease. Please, Bartosz, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. I will share my my desktop. Okay, can you guys see my presentation?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So hello everybody, once again, my name is Bartosz Skalski, and today I will say a couple of words about the effect of different preparation from various organs of the Cibactor, Cibocchae rhamnoides, on the chemostatic system in an in vitro model. Those presentations was also prepared by my supervision Beata Olas, Jerzy Żuchowski and Anna Stofal. All of my researches was made in Department of General Biochemistry, University of Łódź, and Department of Biochemistry, Institute of Soil Science and Plant Cultivation in Puławy. But now I am the employee of Department of Medical Biotechnology, Medical University of Łódź. The work was financed under the ENSEM grant and as a part of targeted work for young scientists of University of Łódź. Because I am first, I want to say, of course, a couple words about Cibactor. It belongs to olive family, Elagnate. It is a shrub, or it can reach the size of a small tree from 5 to 7 meters. Its characteristic features is the presence of thorns. It has lancet leaves which are, I don't know, gray-green. It has orange berries, Naturally, Sibacton occurs in Siberia, the Caucasus, Russia, and the coast of the Baltic Sea. In Poland, we have small cultivated areas of Sibacton in Suwałki region. Many researchers confirm that different preparation of Sibacton, especially fruits, has anti-tumor effect, anti-ulcer activities, hepatoprotective properties, antibacterial and antiviral properties. Till today, we're not sure if Cibacton has antioxidant properties and it he has maybe influence on the chemostatic system. And those two topics are the main goal of my doctoral dissertation. Okay, let's say a couple words about the cardiovascular diseases. The most common cardiovascular diseases include myocardial infarction, stroke, hypertension, atherosclerosis, and heart failure. Factors that significantly affect the development of these diseases are smoking cigarettes, which also causes the phenomenon of oxidative stress. The currently used antiplatelet drugs, which can make smaller chances to appear of cardiovascular disease, are acetylsalicylic acid, aspirin. Aspirin inhibits the activity of cyclooxygenase. But now, scientists are looking for new antiplatelet agents that do not cause so many side effects. An example of compounds that significantly affect the circulatory system and oxidative stress are phenolic compounds occurring in large amounts in, for example, grapes, aranya fruits, and of course, Cibacton. Okay, let's say a couple words about phenolic compounds. Plant-derived phenolic compounds are those contained in dietary supplements may inhibit platelet aggregation. They are a supplement or a replacement for antiplatelet drugs without causing side effects. The action depends on the type of compounds contained in a given plant and the form of their consumption, and the mechanism of the antiplatelet activity of phenols are mainly based on the inhibition of the activity of cyclooxygenase and thus the impairment of the synthesis of thromboxane A2 and the blocking of surface receptors for adhesion proteins such as collagen or fibrinogen. Moreover, these compounds can inhibit platelet function by inhibiting platelet degranulation. On this slide, I want to show you preparation which I tested. Those are phenolic fraction and non-polar fraction isolated from leaves extract and twigs extract of Cibacton. Tested fraction isolated from different organs of the Cibacton, and the plant material was made available by the Institute of Soil Science and Plant Cultivation in Puławy. And my biological material was whole blood plasma and platelets collected from healthy volunteers from województwo łódzkie, and the collection of material into test tubes with CPDA and BAPA anticoagulant. The biological material was made available by a medical center named Rydiger in Łódź. All of my research was conducted with the consent of the bioethics committee. And now I want to show you chemical characteristic of my tested preparations. As you can see, the dominant compound in the phenolic fraction of Cibacton leaves was definitely hydrolyzable tannins and ellagic acid. The dominant compound in non-polar fraction of Cibacton leaf was triterpenes, and the same situation we noticed for non-polar fraction of Cibacton twig. The dominant compound in phenolic fraction of Cibacton twig was proanthocyanidins and catechin. The methods which I used was measurement of platelet aggregation by a turbidimetric method with the aggregometer, measurement of platelet adhesion using the colorimetric method, measurement of platelet activation by tricolor flow cytometry, and something new, analysis of the thrombus formation process under semi-physiological condition with the use of new equipment TITAS. Okay, let's see my results. We noticed that phenolic fraction and nonpolar fraction from twigs and leaves significantly inhibit resting blood platelets adhesion to collagen. And the same situation we noticed with blood platelets activated by thrombin. Moreover, I checked platelet adhesion to fibrinogen, and we also noticed that tested preparation inhibit blood platelets activated by thrombin and activated by ADP adhesion to fibrinogen. So we can conclude that compounds present in tested preparation may modulate platelet activity by interfering with the metabolism of arachidonic acid. Thus, a decrease in the level of platelet activation is observed. On this slide, you can see the effect of various plant fraction on the configuration change of the active GP2B3A form on antagonist stimulated platelets, 10 micromolar ADP and 10 microgram per milliliter collagen. And we also noticed that all tested fraction change the configuration of the active glycoprotein form. We also checked here two more fractions from sea buckthorn fruits. The last result was the effect of different plant material on formation of thrombus. And we also noticed that tested preparation has influence on this process, but the best result we obtained from a fraction from twigs. And we can conclude after this research that sea buckthorn preparation changed the configuration of the active GP2B3A form in whole blood using flow cytometry. And we also noted that the phenol fraction of the fruit, leaves, and twigs of the tested plant significantly slows down the process of thrombus formation. Additionally, it was observed that the fraction rich in nonpolar compounds from leaves also inhibited this process. So at the end, the conclusion is that tested preparation has antiplatelet properties, but the winner is the phenolic fraction from twigs. The potentially mechanism of action are based on the inhibition of the activity of cyclooxygenase and the impairment of the synthesis of thromboxane A2 and the blocking of surface receptors for adhesion proteins such as collagen or fibrinogen. So we can conclude that tested preparation can reduce the chance of developing of cardiovascular disease. And thank you very much for your attention, guys.
Thank you very much, Bartosz. You used
it was much shorter than 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. You used half of the time you had, so maybe we have more time for discussion. Yeah, I'm an engineer a little bit out if you speak about medical points, but maybe some of you, of our participants in this meeting, it is open for questions. We have enough time. Is there any question?
Axel, I would like.
Yeah.
Bartosz, I would like to ask one question. Do you see really a chance to use extracts from sea buckthorn leaves? As I understand, they are better than the fruits in medical application against cardiovascular diseases, and especially what kind of such diseases you see in the first order that could be treated by such products.
Your mic is off, Bartosz. You are remote. Please switch on.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, thanks. I think that fruits are better than leaves, but based on our research, we noticed that twigs are also the good organ with I don't know, interesting chemical characteristic. But I think that it should be more researchers that could be say us how to apply those preparation in treatment of cardiovascular diseases. I know that my colleague from Olsztyn plan to supplement with Cibacton mice and rats. And maybe after these researches, we can say something more about the application and the concentration of application those preparation.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
If there are any other questions?
I see that Hamid Ahani. I'm
Dr.
sorry
Ahani,
if I
please.
spelled it wrong.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Thank you for your valuable presentation. Thank you. Because I think most of people all around the world want to figure out and find out about the aspects of medical effects on their health. I think I read a paper in 2020 about berries and it as far as I'm concerned, I think leaf anti-inflammation factors and sometimes some minerals or even vitamins are more than fruit. It's so confused for me because vitamin C, vitamin E, and vitamin.
Hamid, we heard you very, very bad.
Yeah. The sound is not so nice.
Yeah.
Now it's better.
Yeah.
I read a paper about berries and leaves. I read a paper and it confirmed that leaves are better than fruit. Effect of omega. Do you understand the point?
The point what Dr. Ahani means that leaves are better than fruit under the consideration of the medical point of views. And that's why you asked some minutes before that fruits are better than leaves, as I understood it right. So
yes.
Okay.
Thank you. And only omegas. Omegas in fruits are better than leaves, but some vitamins and anti-inflammation factors in leaves.
Okay. Okay, I get it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think, in my opinion, the answer on this question a little bit depends on what you are focusing on. Yes, if you are thinking like a pharmacist to find some medicine against some diseases, it may be really that isolated substances from leaves or from branches, from green skin of the branches, may be of greater potency. But if we are thinking about, let's say, food supplements, healthy nutrition, and so on, maybe the answer can also be in the other direction, to say the juice with all the vitamins and the omega-3 fatty acids and so on may be better. So I think a little bit depends on what you are really dealing with.
I mean, I sometimes I also tested the fruit extract and fruit fractions for comparison, and I part better sometimes, not always, but sometimes. Of course, I agree with the omega substances in fruits are better, but we noticed that sometimes fruit gave better results.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I can also ask some questions. If Bartosz, for me, it would be interesting to know how do you extract the polyphenols and the proanthocyanins from the twigs and from the leaves?
I will not answer for this question because I was not responsible for that. Those extract and fraction was prepared by my colleagues from Puławy, and I only know that the chemical characterization was made by UHPLC method.
Okay. So that maybe answer my second questions. I would like to know if we speak about polyphenols, it's a huge group of molecules. If you speak about proanthocyanins, it's different molecules. Have you a look which single molecule are responsible for the results you had, or only focus on group of?
We only focus on group, but we think that proanthocyanidins in catechins made all job. Because, as I say, the phenolic fraction from twigs is, in my opinion, the winner in all of researches. And proanthocyanidins and catechins was the dominant compounds in this preparation.
Okay. Okay.
But we also isolated isoramnetin, new derivatives on isoramnetin, and I also tested it, and the results was also good, promising.
Okay. So why do you choose Sibaxone? There are a lot of plants containing proanthocyanidins and polyphenols and also hydrolyzed polyphenols.
That was idea of Anna Stochmal and Beata Olas, and they said to me, Bartek, let's check Sibaxone. I was like, okay, let's try it.
Okay, thanks that you are choosing Sibaxone.
Thank you very much.
Okay, if there's Thomas, do you have some questions from chat? No?
Axel from chat, no question. Only Natalia remarked that hypophyraminoides belong to the group Elagnus, to the family Elagnus.
Okay, yes, I see that. Thank you,
it's
Natalia.
Not in the strain direction as olives. Yes.
Okay.
But that's only a remark.
Thank you very much.
So, yes, Axel, we can continue, I think. Thank you, Bartosz.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So